the maximum and the minimum temperatures recorded in various metropolitan cities on your television screen. Similarly, most newspapers give the maximum and minimum temperatures of a city for previous day under the heading of Weather Report. This thermometer was invented by James VI in the 18th century. Therefore, it is named after him as Six's thermometer. This thermometer measures the minimum and maximum temperature attained during the day. It is used by the meteorologist to record the highest and lowest temperature of a place on a given day. Unit of temperature. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, K. 0 degrees Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. 100 degrees Celsius is equal to 373 Kelvin. Scientist Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit, 1686 to 1736, was a German physicist, engineer, and glassblower who is best known for inventing the alcohol thermometer 1709, the mercury thermometer 1714, and for developing a temperature scale now named after him. According to Fahrenheit's 1724 article, he determined that scale by reference to 3 fixed points of temperature. The lowest temperature was achieved by preparing a frigorific mixture of ice, water, and ammonium chloride, a salt, and the reading there was taken as 0 Fahrenheit. The second reference point was selected as the reading of the thermometer when it was placed in still water when ice was just forming on the surface. This was assigned as 32 degree Fahrenheit. The third calibration point was taken as 96 degree Fahrenheit when the instrument was placed under the arm or in the mouth. Measurement of area. The extent of the surface occupied by an object is called its area. Area is the region enclosed within the boundaries of a two-dimensional figure. A two-dimensional figure has only two dimensions, namely length and breadth. Squares, rectangles, triangles, and circles are all examples of two-dimensional figures. Measuring area of regular shapes. The area, A, of a regular surface such as squares, rectangles, and triangles can be calculated by using specific formula. 1. Area of a square is equal to side into side is equal to side square. 2. Area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth. L into B. L is equal to length, B is equal to breadth. 3. Area of a triangle is equal to half into B into H. B is equal to base, H is equal to height. Unit of area is square meter, meter square. 1 meter square is the area of a square whose each side is 1 meter. When we need to measure the area of a big surface like a room, a garden, or a building, we need bigger units of area like air and hectare. 1 air is equal to 10 meter into 10 meter is equal to 100 meter square. 1 hectare is equal to 100 meter into 100 meter is equal to 10,000 meter square. The areas of the meter square. The areas of countries and continents can be measured in square kilometers. Kilometer square. 1 square kilometer is equal to 1 kilometer into 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter into 1000 meter is equal to 10,000 meter square. The area of a very small surface, like the area of the base of a geometry box, can be measured in square centimeter. 1 square centimeter is equal to 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter into 10 millimeter is equal to 100 millimeter square. Measuring area of irregular shapes. Irregular shapes do not have easily measurable dimensions. Therefore, it is difficult to have a formula for measuring the area of an irregularly shaped region. Areas of irregular shapes can be determined with the help of a graph paper. A graph paper has equal-sized squares of sides 1 cm each and smaller squares of sides 1 mm each. Activity: to measure the area of an irregular shape by using a graph paper. Place an irregularly shaped object on a graph paper and trace its outline on the graph paper. You will find that there will be some complete squares and some incomplete squares within the outline of the object. Count the number of complete squares within the outline, shown by the symbol 3. Then count the number of incomplete squares that are half or more than half within the outline, shown by the symbol dot. Ignore the squares with less than half part within the outline. The sum of the number of the complete squares and the number of squares with half or more than half within the outline gives the approximate area of the given irregular object. The area of the shape is equal to area of 4 complete squares plus area of 4 half or more than half squares is equal to area of 8 squares is equal to 8 squares is equal to 1 centimeter square is equal to 8 centimeters square. Indirect methods of measurement. Of length. A ruler cannot be used to measure the circumference of a cylinder because the circumference is a curved surface and a ruler is a straight rigid object. Therefore, we cannot bend the ruler around a curved object. When the measurement cannot be measured directly, we use indirect method of measurement. For this, the measurement system has to be modified. Let us perform the following activities to understand how we can measure the length using indirect methods. Activity: to measure the diameter of a circular or spherical object. Take a metal spherical ball and 2 wooden blocks. Place the spherical ball between 2 blocks. Mark the point of contact of sphere with the blocks. Using a ruler, measure the distance between the inner faces of the 2 blocks which are in contact with the sphere. If the ruler is placed and shown in the figure, the difference between the 2 readings on the ruler gives the diameter of the sphere. Activity: to measure the length of a curved line. Take a thread and tie a knot on its one end. To measure the length of a given curved line, place the knot of the thread at one end of the line. Now, move the thread along the length of the curved line carefully. Hold the thread at small distances between your thumb and first finger. Continue in this manner till you reach the other end of the curved line. Using a ball pen, put a mark on the thread where it just touches the last point on the line. Now, stretch the thread along a meter scale and measure the length from the knot to the ink mark. The length of this portion is the length of the given curved line. Activity: to measure the thickness of a coin. Take some identical coins, say 20 to 25 in number, and place them one over the other. All these coins will make a cylindrical column. The height of this stack of coins can easily be measured by a ruler placed vertically against it. To find the thickness of a single coin, divide the total thickness by the number of the coins. So, thickness of a coin is equal to total thickness divided by number of coins.